So finally, DotOS 5.2 is here, and if you're also looking for it, which are the things you get here, we're gonna talk about this in this video. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Okay, we are talking here about the DotOS latest version v5.2, and if you don't know, it is one of the most awaited custom ROMs out there. Unfortunately, it's still not available for some of the devices like Redmi Note 8, Redmi Note 9 Pro, Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, Poco M2 Pro, Redmi Note 10 Pro, etc. I've tried a buggy build. This is actually buggy. It has a lot of bugs, but I just wanted to install, and let me just show you the things you get in DotOS 5.2. Of course, it comes with the Android 12 like styles and wallpapers. If you have ever used Android 12, or if you saw in Android 12 you get wallpapers and styles option, you get same kind of thing in this DotOS v5.2 version, and it comes with the wallpaper scheduling option, which is just great. If you want to schedule the wallpaper, and if you always want to change look of your device, then you'll use the schedule wallpaper option, which is available, which is in beta stage by the way, but you can go. If you click there, you have the option to create this wallpapers. Of course, you need to have maybe 4 5 10 wallpapers, then it will automatically schedule those wallpapers. It will periodically change. How often to change the wallpaper, once, daily or weekly, it's up to you. You can enable these options. It is something really interesting, and I don't think so you get this option in any other custom ROM till now. It's just great. It has also it includes some interesting built-in wallpapers, but including that we have some 3 or 4 extra new wallpapers which you don't get by default in the DotOS previous versions. Lock screen, home screen, the previews are already available for you. It also comes with DotOS exclusive wallpapers. Unfortunately, I don't have internet connection, but yes, you can go and check it out if you want to. Some of the things are quite impressive one, and you will definitely love them. Monet Engine, of course, it has the Android 12 style UI. It is basically Android 11 ROM with almost all Android 12 features. Something is really interesting one. You can customize the clock face, you can customize the fonts, a lot more things. Launcher grid, you can customize if you want to use these features. Some features are quite useful, some features kind of not useful, but yes, features are there. You can also customize the lock screen clocks, and it comes with all the useful clocks, Samsung default or whatever you want to use, and the UI seems to be very good enough. It is improved, and a lot of things have been changed in this build if you compare it with the DotOS version 5.1. Even DotOS 5.1 was one of the biggest release, but for DotOS 5.2, many users are waiting for it for their devices. So yes, it's just great. Go and give it a try if you want to. It has the system colors customizations for you. You can change the colors. Monet Engine, of course, the colors, accent color will be changed. Material hue theming will be there, which means according to the wallpaper, according to the color which you have in wallpaper, things will have been changed. A lot of things are there. It is just one of the best ever custom ROMs out there in the terms of these features. Other features are of course still there, like always on display, lock screen, system settings. If you want to enable, just click there and you have these options available for you. Other UI changes are not there. Some minor changes are of course there. If you go and check it out, you will find them easily. Some security related settings disabled, and etc, a lot of things are there. In the terms of buttons related customizations, things are kind of same. I don't see any kind of major new changes, but maybe some minor changes available there. For example, in status bar customizations, you can enable or disable the battery percentage at the status bar, as you can see, which is working fine, and this is already available in the DotOS version 5.1 or etc. Here I saw some new changes, like in status bar you have the option of replace the LTE icon with the 4G data disabled icon, which was unfortunately not available in the previous version. It's added here. It also includes a new roaming indicator. So some of these features are new, some of these features are quite good enough. So yes, everything is just great in DotOS 5.2. If your device has this build, you need to install this. It also comes with the app locker support for you, which was actually something good. You have this option in the previous builds also. In this build, it's not, it is already included there. It's not there, it's actually there, and you can go and try it out. Also, as like previous ones, it comes with this gaming dashboard gaming mode, which is the Android 12 style gaming mode. Something is very good enough. In Android 12 gaming dashboard or gaming mode, you get these options, and here you also get this option. It is actually themed one, and yes, you will definitely love this. All the features are there. You can automatically add the games, you can manually add the games, or you can simply enable the dynamic mode. It will automatically detect and add games. It's up to you. You can enable or disable this gaming mode. Quick controls are also present. Screenshot, screen record, do not disturb mode, all the useful features are already present here for you. You can simply add the game and you can go and check it out. It will show you very good thing, and I just love this thing. This is just one of the great things out there. You will definitely love this, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, by the way. If you want to give it a try, you can. It's up to you. For example, if you want to add games, if you want to add games manually, you have the option for that. By the way, I don't have any kind of game, and as I previously mentioned at the starting of this video, the ROM is not usable for me. I just wanted to install and let you know about the DotOS 5.2 new changes, and I just wanted to make a video, so that's why I just installed it. But I'll make sure to give you the full review of the custom ROM when it will be released for my device. Also, in the terms of battery related things, some new things have been added in the terms of battery profiles, etc. Default, moderate, high, extreme, and that's just great. If you are a gamer and if you always think about your battery related things, battery idle drain, active drain, etc., then this is a very useful feature for you. You can simply enable these options. Battery saver is here, so extreme mode is present here for you, so where you only will be able to receive the calls and messages, etc. Everything else will be restricted. Looks good enough, I think so. These are the very interesting features, and yes, according to the things, I think so this is one of the best ever custom ROMs out there. But depends upon the performance. If you have a device which has 3 GB RAM, etc., then you might face some issues. But I think so most of the devices have almost same kind of options for you. As expectedly, in the terms of calculator, it has the Android 12 style calculator available for you. You can go and check it out if you want to. Looks good enough in this Android 12 style calculator related theming. What I saw, it has very good UI. You can see this UI does not have any kind of major changes, but the things you get here are kind of good. Buttons are looking good, which you get in Google material themed Android 12 Google calculator. But this is not a Google calculator, by the way. We are talking about the AOSP calculator, but we also have the Android 12 style pen lock. If you enable this option in settings, you will see this. You can see this has this Android 12 style pen lock and lock screen, which is same in Android 12. So kind of a lot of major changes are there. If you want to give it a try, you can. If you want this link, you can simply move on to their official website. Goodbye, have a nice day.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.